everybody, my name is Megan Farmer. I am a Public Relations graduate student here at Full Sail University, and I am representing my capstone project, Megan Whimsical. The purpose of this capstone presentation is to give us a good situation analysis for this organization. I'm going to go over the research plan, a campaign plan that we've created, and then go over the content strategy and also reputation management that we have made for the purpose of this capstone. Megan Whimsical is from Talco, Oklahoma, but she currently lives in Muskogee, Oklahoma. She's self-taught in many mediums, and she uses art to express herself through mixed media. She desires to expand her social media following in order to gain leverage on more sponsorships to offset some of those costs of supplies. When considering the situation analysis for an organization, you have to kind of look at what's currently happening. So at the beginning of this campaign, we kind of evaluated what was going on. She had a little over 200 followers on her Instagram, and that was just friends and family, and there was no social media content strategies. Okay, so the background of my client is they really had no training in social media planning. They wanted to increase their social media following but maintain the integrity of her brand. So the opportunity with this campaign is to expand the social media following. The main platform has been Instagram. Social media platforms such as Facebook has not been very successful for my client and has a very low engagement rate, so we wanted to focus a lot of the efforts on Instagram. Now that we've identified a goal, then we were able to move into how can we make this happen. So we wanted to identify things that's worked in the past and kind of where her following has started from. That way we can kind of know what to do moving into the future. So we conducted a survey. In this survey, we got 9 responses. 4 of those 9 responses have discovered her through word of mouth, and the rest was through postings of her artwork and they just stumbled across it. Going into this, we knew that word of mouth was going to be very important for her brand. This survey just confirmed that her followers were referred, or most likely referred from word of mouth. And so we can put the importance on that moving forward within the campaign. Moving forward into our campaign plan, we're going to kind of go over the SWOT analysis, the publics, the stakeholders, goals and objectives, strategies, tactics, target market, audience, buyer persona, timeline, and budget. I know this is a lot of things to go into, but it's going to be a quick overview. Okay, here we go. The SWOT analysis. The biggest strength that she has is the low overhead costs, and that's because she's operating out of a home studio. The biggest weakness is she had no social media plan, no management plan, no marketing budget, and a little cash flow. Opportunities was networking, and threats was art is just undervalued here in Muskogee. So now with her goals, the more followers she gets, the larger her personal brand gets, and the more value that companies place on her influence. She's worked with companies before, but this will draw in larger supply companies, which means higher quality products usually. Our main strategy and tactic is consistency. We created a consistent schedule for social media posting that's based on her analytics for the best times to post, and this is going to be during her peak times of engagement. So one of the most important information to gather whenever making a social media campaign to increase your followers is first to identify who is your audience, and so this leads us to our discovery of our target audience. So here's kind of a quick look at our target audience. So in the beginning, we started with 205 followers. 76% of those were female, and most of them are between the age of 25 and 34. This didn't really change whenever we moved into the after snapshot, but we did gain up to about 10,000 followers total on Instagram. And this is a buyer persona picture, and she would most likely be a buyer of Megan Whimsical's art. To keep everybody that's involved in this project on the same page, we came up with a timetable, kind of like a timeline overview of everything that we're going to do within the campaign. So you can see when the coupons are going to launch, you can see when we're going to have challenges, we're going to have like tutorials and giveaways, and all that can be seen on the timeline. Okay, so when measuring your criteria, how do we know when our campaign is successful? The first thing that you need to ask yourself is like, what goals can I put in place that would give me some sort of measurement? So we went with one, the timeline, and two, the number of increased followers. Our content strategy was to post within a certain time frame. So we knew that most of our followers on Instagram was between 10 and 12 in the morning. And we wanted to post every day, and if not every day, at least once a week. And that's what we maintained. As far as reputation management, we just wanted to maintain that positive brand image that she's had for years. And so she responded to any new emails within the 24 hours. We kept on top of all new correspondence, and we just maintained that positive brand image. This has been a quick overview of my entire Capstone project. There is a lot of information that we could not cover in the short time frame. If you want to learn more, please visit meganwinschool.com. You can learn more about my Capstone project, and thank you for listening.